Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be doing a book review on Following Atticus by Tom Ryan. If you guys don't know, Following Atticus follows Atticus and Tom Ryan after one of Tom's friends passes away from... You want to say hi, puppy? Look, right here, ready? Come here. He doesn't want to say hi. After one of Tom's friends passes away from... Hi, puppy. Come here, pause that, right here. Come here. What is going on with you? Somehow, Nook is able to tell every single time I talk about a book with a dog in it because he always wants to be in the video, so here's Nook. I'll get you a treat. Sorry about that. After Tom's friend ends up dying from cancer, Tom and Atticus decide that they want to hike the 48 peaks that are over 4,000 feet that are in New Hampshire. Twice in one winter, which is like completely unheard of. I think there's only a handful of people and dogs that have done that before in order to raise money for cancer research and everything like that. But this book is also about just Tom in general as well as Atticus in general and their life together and how Tom raised Atticus and everything like that and just their bond. Know going in that it's not just them hiking all the time. There's a lot of it is them hiking, but a lot of it is just them living and experiencing and learning and growing together. As usual with my book reviews, I'm going to give you my pros, my cons, give you my rating, and be done. My first pro is that Tom Ryan was a journalist, so his writing is actually very solid, and you can tell that he put a lot of thought into when you get information and how you get the information that you get, and he weaves the story very well, and so I really liked having his perspective as a journalist on the story of his own life with his dog. Also, Tom is very smart, very well-read, better well-read in classic literature than I am, so there are a ton of different references to classic literature and very specific types of classic literature. There are so many references to Henry David Thoreau, and I tried to read his book Walden, and I just could not get through it, but apparently Tom Ryan did and absolutely loved it because there's a lot of references. And so if you really like Henry David Thoreau, then you'll probably like this book even more than I did. Obviously, a huge pro for me is going to be the immense amount of love that Tom Ryan has for Atticus. It really resonated with me because of my relationship with my dog Nook, and I just loved seeing how respectful he is of Atticus and how he allows Atticus to decide things on his own and let him have a say in their relationship and really let Atticus come into his own and not force Atticus to be any certain way. I was a little bit more hands-on with Nook than Tom was with Atticus, but I really appreciated how he raised Atticus and everything like that. I just really love how much Tom loved Atticus, because since this book was published, Atticus has now passed away. He passed away last year. I also really like that although I will probably never ever in my whole life hike the 48 peaks that are over 4,000 feet in New Hampshire with Nook, like I just don't think that's possible because I live in Florida and my life path is going a different direction. I found that the story and the adventures and everything like that are incredibly relatable on a basic level. Like if you don't hike and you don't like hiking, you're still gonna find ways to relate to the story and the different quirks that Atticus has and how Tom really appreciates the different things that Atticus does and the ways that he acts and the ways that he puts thoughts into Atticus's mind, because as dog owners we all do that. They could very possibly be thinking those things, but we love to kind of contemplate on what dogs are thinking, and I really liked seeing those, and I could really relate to the different things that Tom was putting in this story when it came to Atticus and loving Atticus and all of that jazz. There's also some pictures in this book which I really appreciated, so you can see some of their adventures. So it just has some of the pictures of them hiking and everything like that. This is probably one of the best pictures in my mind because it talks about how Atticus is like a Buddha statue pretty much. Every time they hike a peak, he just sits and he looks at the view. It's nice to actually see it happening as well in the pictures that are, it's just one section, but I still really appreciated that. And I really liked some of the messages that it had, that even though you don't succeed in some things, it doesn't mean that you don't make an impact. And so I really loved that Tom and Atticus were definitely the underdogs and they don't always succeed at everything. And I really liked seeing that it doesn't get them down. They continue to do great things and they continue to work on themselves and really live their life together and appreciate each other and love each other and help each other stay healthy and everything like that. This isn't a completely like almost unrealistic in any other circumstance book. Like it's definitely real and it's definitely obtainable and relatable and everything like that. So yeah, really liked it. I had a couple of cons. One would be that the book is very, very repetitive. For instance, I think you're told that the Native Americans that lived in this area revered the peaks as more of a worship type of thing and a holy ground, really. You're told that, I think, 4 or 5 times, possibly 6, and so I think that we were told the same thing over and over again, possibly because a lot of those things end up having more of a role later on in the story, so they come back, so he just really wants to make sure that you realize that that might be important. But I don't think that we needed to be told so many times those same facts in different ways over and over again. And also, I mildly expected this to be funny, which it is funny in certain parts, like the beginning when he first gets Atticus is absolutely hilarious, but it takes on a more serious tone, and it seemed a little bit monotone, and I wish there would have been more ups than there were downs. Overall though, I really enjoyed this book. I ended up giving it 4 stars just because of everything that I really loved and just a couple of things that I didn't love so much. I definitely recommend this for dog lovers and people looking for more books that involve incredibly amazing relationships between dogs and their owners. And if you are into hiking and you want to take your dog hiking, this book actually does help a lot. I do plan to take Nook hiking at some point, like actual hiking, like maybe a mountain, because there are no mountains in Florida, but eventually I would like to. So I really liked learning about the different things and the shoes and all the gear and everything like that that Atticus had to get to join Tom hiking. If you're trying to get your dog going hiking with you, this is a great one to pick up. So that's gonna be my review on Following Atticus by Tom Ryan. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below if you've hiked with your dog. Have you read Following Atticus before? I know Tom Ryan has a couple of other books that are coming out soon. I think the next one is called Red Cape or something like that. It's about the dog that he had after Atticus, which also has passed away since this book was published. Anything you want me to know, leave it down below and I will talk to you guys next time.